Hi everyone, it's Maybelle with Love Shaped Intuition. I'm back with another reading. I am doing another reading for the 5 love languages. If you missed the first one, it is a pick a card reading and available on my channel. I'll link it here. This reading is going to be about each zodiac sign, and if you are dealing with a particular zodiac sign. So for example, I'm going to start with Aries, and it's going to be for Aries dealing with an Aries, and then I'll change up this card and it will be for Aries dealing with a Taurus, and for Aries dealing with a Gemini, and so on. So we're going to be taking a look at what this Aries and or what this zodiac sign is has as their love language. So what they feel is their most easiest way, or the way that they feel loved the most. And then I will be pulling a similar love language for the other card. So it's going to be interesting. And then I'll be pulling a couple oracle cards for what this connection needs to know, and some messages. All right, so if you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. It is the most valuable support that you can provide me here on YouTube, and it's free. Like, comment, share this video with a friend or family member. All interactions help the channel grow, and I really appreciate all your support. If you'd like to support my free content with a donation, please visit Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. The links are in the description box for this video and in the comments. I also have an Amazon wish list. It's linked in the description box and in the comments if you would like to gift a new oracle or tarot deck to the channel. I am on Instagram at Love Shaped Intuition. If you'd like to follow me there, I would love to have you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so if you are an Aries, dealing with an Aries, let's do Aries number 1. What is Aries number 1's love language? Okay, we have physical touch, which is the 5th love language. And 5s are numbers of change, challenge, and competition. Okay, what about for the other Aries? Okay, words of affirmation, and that's the first love language. So 1s are numbers of the self, and we also have that as Aries. 1 is a number of the self and new beginnings or taking action. Okay, so what do we need to know about this connection and the love languages for Aries? Okay, playing it safe and letting go. 3, energy, and 6, intention. Okay, so physical touch, letting go, and playing it safe. So what I'm getting from this side here is perhaps playing it safe and not being vulnerable. Perhaps letting go, whether letting go of things from the past, of issues from the past, letting go of kind of like maybe insecurity or other options. Okay, what do we need to know in this connection for words of affirmation? Okay, truth be told. Okay, so words of affirmation are very important to this side of the relationship. Honesty, especially, truth be told. So the truth needs to come out for them to be loved. And perhaps this Aries is kind of hiding behind some type of mask where they don't seem to want to get too vulnerable. So letting go is important. Okay, what is the message? It's hard for me to express my feelings. You guys, I can't make this stuff up. Okay, and what about the other side? Okay, I'm not giving up and better apart. Okay, so perhaps they're better apart until, you know, they get what they want. They're not giving up. They're not giving something up. And they feel that things are better apart. Something about what they need to let go of first. Perhaps they're in another relationship. Not giving up and better apart. Can we get one more? Either that or they could potentially be still... Okay, no more lies. Perhaps they're trying. Perhaps they are telling the truth. Okay, so that is what I have for Aries dealing with an Aries. Thank you for watching. Okay, Aries dealing with a Taurus. Okay, physical touch for Aries, for Taurus. Okay, we'll take these two, receiving gifts and words of affirmation for Taurus. And what do we need to know about this connection? Okay, joyous fun, 7 energy, and 7s are connectedness, spirituality, and long-term partnerships, contracts, relationships, and marriage. Okay, so Aries wants to have fun. Physical touch is important, maybe out in public, holding hands. For Taurus, what do we need to know? Okay, orphaned. Feeling left out, card number 5. So wanting change and perhaps feeling competition. Maybe this is joyous fun with others. Maybe Aries. Or perhaps not feeling that it matches, right? So physical touch is very different from receiving gifts and words of affirmation. So perhaps working on the love languages can help the situation. Okay, I'm working on my ego. Perhaps Aries is more focused on just on themselves. Okay, I know I'm sabotaging this connection. And I want you here. So there's definitely distance. I don't want you to be with anyone else, and I want a commitment with you. Okay, so it looks like Taurus wants to be well, it's not just about reassurance. They're just feeling like they're not receiving what they want to hear, and also, you know, the gift. They feel like the Aries can give more to the situation, and physical touch is all that Aries is kind of feeling is kind of important. So really, the love languages are not lining up in this situation. Okay, I'm ready. And better together. My intentions are pure. So perhaps if you kind of get on track with each other's love languages, better the communication and the feeling of like, you know, how to make the other person feel loved, then maybe things can improve. And I'm hoping that this reading helps. So pay attention to the messages that you've received here and see how they can help improve the situation. Look at it from your partner's point of view. Okay, if you're an Aries dealing with the Gemini, card number 3 on the Gemini, so that's a working together, collaboration, teamwork energy. Okay, we have acts of service. Number 4, building something on a solid foundation, structure, and stability. Get a card for the Gemini. Okay, acts of service. Wow, okay, so that lines up. That doesn't mean that things are easy, but it does mean that the love languages might be the same, and doing things for each other is important. Okay, what do we need to know here? Okay, great gratitude for consciousness. So definitely the way you go about doing things is important, whether you have been or haven't been giving like thanks, really appreciating your partner for their acts of service. Perhaps the way that you speak about a thing if you really have like a good thing, the more you appreciate it, the more, it will help the relationship. Okay. Also, to receive acts of service from the other person, the way you state things. So, like, I really liked when you helped take out the trash, or I really appreciate you washing the dishes, after I cooked dinner, or whatever. Acts of service, helping you with chores or errands or whatever it may be. Okay, flexible, 19. So being flexible in the situation, being adaptable, being open to change. Maybe being open to what is it that your partner's, like sometimes people like really like to do or don't mind doing certain chores, and then like the other person may like really dislike doing those types of things. Maybe doing the said chores like together as like quality time. Okay, what is the message in this connection? Okay, more effort is needed. Same page. I want to be more than friends. And this is our time. Okay, so they want to be more than friends, but they want to feel, loved. And this is how they feel loved. You guys are and can be on the same page. More effort is needed because they're not necessarily feeling appreciated. This is our time. There could be infringing parties, like there may be, time when you're just kind of doing things or being of service to your friends, and really wanting to kind of set aside special time and time for each other, doing things for each other. All right, so that is what I have for the Aries Gemini connection. Thank you for watching. I hope that it helps. Okay, let's do Aries and Cancer next. Number 4 can be building something on a solid, stable, secure foundation. It says immerse. It's an emotional card. Okay, what about for the Aries? Love language for the Aries. Okay, we have 2. We have physical touch and quality time. Card number 2 and 5. Okay, and then for Cancer, okay, acts of service. Oops. So Cancer may want kind of more help with chores, errands, or with situations. And Aries wants physical touch and quality time. What do we need to know for this connection? Okay, victim mentality and joyous fun. Okay, perhaps not feeling emotionally connected or feeling like consciousness of lack or some type of victim mentality. Maybe has Aries like disconnecting and just kind of having fun, or wanting to have more fun and seeing that Cancer is having fun without them. Perhaps feeling left out, especially if quality time is important to this Aries. What do we need to know in this connection? Okay, between worlds. Card number 3, there may be a third party energy or third energy keeping this relationship or situation kind of apart. One foot in, one foot out. Perhaps something having to do with maybe getting ready to leave because they're just feeling like this, because the acts of service are not maybe being done, then the Cancer is not feeling loved. So again, I'm doing these readings to try and have you see that if their love languages are different, you can learn their love language, and they can love you the way that you need to be loved if they can learn your love language. Let's get one more for Cancer. Okay, blessed. Card number 22. Perhaps feeling very spiritual, feeling blessed in a situation, perhaps maybe doing acts of service for like church or religious group or some type of even spiritual group. Perhaps, again, sometimes, you can feel that you are, kind of doing your part in a relationship because you feel like you're doing what it is that you understand is your love language. But if it's getting lost in translation and you're not on the same frequency, then it's not going to be understood. And I'm looking at it between worlds, so like almost in a sense kind of feeling like just in different worlds at this time. And perhaps they're praying, maybe looking for a blessing or miracle. Okay, we are learning from each other. We need to spend time together, and we communicate in the 5D. So blessed, we communicate in the 5D. There's some type of telepathic communication, maybe trying to read each other's minds, knowing that you need to spend time together and that you're learning from each other. Okay, we need to take action. With Aries being ruled by Mars and Mars being in the sign of Cancer for the next 2 months, that's an interesting energy. Maybe you both want to take action, but there's a feeling here of like maybe not knowing how, or there's some type of victim. Okay, more effort is needed. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm going to say is pay attention to the quality time, the physical touch, and the acts of service part, especially because that can kind of tell you which of the 5 love languages. And don't just listen to, a reading. Communicate, with your partner. And if you read the 5 love languages book together, I've owned this book for a long time. Actually, the long time ago was when I read it the last time, and kind of just read it within the last couple of days to brush up on it again and refresh my memory. But it's just, I think, a really good way of kind of learning how other people relate and how they feel loved. So even if you don't purchase it, I have no connection to the book or the author. Check it out as a free resource at your local library. Anyways, that is what I have for Aries and the connection with Aries and Cancer. Thank you for watching. I hope that it helps. Okay, so if you're an Aries and you are in a connection with a Leo, the love language for the Aries is words of affirmation. And the love language for the Leo is acts of service. Okay, what do we need to know in this connection? So Aries, words are important. Okay. 7, intention, the honoring path. So maybe wanting recognition or to be honored, to be respected and valued for what you do. Okay, increase. Perhaps you want to increase something, or you want to, like, you're trying to figure out how to increase, get this person to talk more to you. Or perhaps the Leo wants more help, more assistance, more acts of service is, oftentimes just things done out of love for the other person. Okay, TikTok time. So perhaps they want to increase time together, or there's something that they want to perhaps spend more time together, stop wasting time, honor their time together. Okay, why? This book talks about the Akashic records, so maybe something having to do with the past. 31, wow, 3, 30, and 31. There may be a third energy here. This is talking about teamwork, working together, collaboration. Ones are numbers of the self. Sevens are numbers of connection, spirituality, and long-term partnerships, relationships, contracts, marriage. Okay, what do we need to know here? I'm willing. Words of affirmation. Okay, so there's definitely an important talk that might be beneficial here, especially to talk about why someone feels a certain way. Okay, financial issues are holding me back. So some type of increase and finances, that might be the case. Financial issues are holding me back. Sometimes, especially if it's acts of service, it could be that they are spending a lot of time at work. It could also be that if they're not feeling secure, or if they're not feeling stable, like if their finances are an issue, they might be feeling consciousness of lack, a feeling of scarcity, needing to sever like vows of poverty. Okay, there's also physical touch. And what do you need to hear right now? Okay, so there's talking is a good idea, communication. There's something that you are not talking about. Physical touch. Perhaps being willing, something like it's time for a communication to let them know that, you're willing to put in effort, or you're willing to try, you're willing. And physical touch might also be something, a combination of love languages. Or perhaps this has an effect on physical touch. I'm looking at the honoring path and how the people are like reaching out down here. Like they're all trying to like, I don't know, reach up, almost like she's a celebrity, but like trying to reach up and almost touch her or grab her. So this might have to do with reaching out. Okay, this is our time and TikTok. So definitely, important to talk about how, how you spend your time, and really wanting to have like more depth of conversation and more time maybe to get things done, but really feeling like maybe, like doing for others, acts of service, and this is being like our time. So there's some kind of issue there with finding out why So definitely try and see if, communication can be had to better the situation. Maybe increase finances or increase, reaffirm or reassure the other person. Okay. For Aries dealing with a Virgo, the love language is okay, words of affirmation and quality time. What do we need to know in this connection? Okay, the honoring path, 7 intention. So this looks like wanting to be honored, respected, valued, appreciated with words especially. You want someone to talk about you, in a positive light to other people and to you. Okay, what is this? You want, someone to like applaud what it is that you do. Okay, loyal heart. So the Virgo wants is questioning your loyalty, or is wanting a loyal heart, wanting quality time. Maybe they look like you, look at you and they think that you're trying to get kind of be in the spotlight or be in the limelight, maybe perhaps for social media or your career or something else, and so they feel as though they're not getting your loyalty or your quality time spent with you. Okay, and they want to know why. They don't understand why. Okay, let's get the messages for this connection. Okay, you make me happy. You're building a wall. More effort is needed. And what do you need to hear right now? Okay, so what you need to hear right now is that the differences in the love languages is creating a boundary. Someone's kind of building a wall or like a protective layer around themselves or around their heart. You make me happy. That needs to be spoken, but in a way that they'll understand it. So words of affirmation may just be like, just talk to the other partner, and the other partner wants to spend quality time together, and they're feeling like effort is lacking. One more. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm focusing on my finances, and let's make more memories together. So yeah, so more effort is needed in this relationship. Someone's focusing on their finances, so, and they're feeling, you know, guilty or remorseful about that. They would like to make more memories together because, you know, in the past they've been happy. There is a wall, and it's causing a blockage between the communication, or the lines of communication. Again, the love languages are different, so they're needing to be looked at in a different way from each person's point of view. All right, so that it can be understood why or how they feel loved, how they feel more loved in a situation. And don't just take a reading, you know, a reading's word for it, but if it's seeming to be accurate, then, or kind of lining up with the situation that you're feeling, then at least have a communication, you know, offer up communication and ask what it is that your partner needs or would like, how they would feel more loved by you, and go off of the 5 love languages to keep it simple. All right, so next we're going to look at Aries and Libra. What's the love language for the Aries? Okay, physical touch. And for the Libra, okay, I'll only put one out here, but just to show you that receiving gifts came out twice. So for Libra really wants, like, deliberate gift giving is important. If they've given you any gifts, then showing them appreciation for those gifts and giving either of yourself or actual purchased gifts, made gifts, you know, found gifts that just make you think of the person is important. Physical touch. Physical touch does not have to be, you know, only intimate time. It is literally holding hands, brushing up near a person, giving them a hug, putting your arm around them, or putting your hand, you know, like on the small of their back. Okay, let's see for this connection. Okay, 3 people, friends and colleagues, and 5 people, loving man. So receiving gifts, perhaps, I mean, he's holding flowers right there, so maybe the Libra wants actual flowers. It could be flowers from a flower shop. It could be picked flowers from, you know, from the yard, or even, you know, planting them a plant, or giving them something that is also going to continue to grow. Friends and colleagues. Perhaps friends and colleagues, maybe they want to be kind of either like known in your friends and colleagues group, like they want you to demonstrate some kind of affection, or they are feeling like friends might be kind of getting in between the connection. Okay, what is this connection. Okay, here and now, 32. Yes, so to be present in the here and now, to spend time together and to be present with each other. Perhaps this is even a gift of your time. 3 and 2. So 3, again, is a connection of, could be a third energy, like a third party energy. Not necessarily a cheating scenario, but I mean, it can represent that also. But it's anytime you have you and two other energies. So it can be like family or work or friends or whatever, kind of being involved in like a situation. 3 is also teamwork, collaboration, working together. 2s are anytime you have a connection between yourself and another. And 3 and 2 together makes 5, which you have here already with the 5. So that's a challenging number, change or competition. Okay, so being present, being here and now, maybe giving, attention. Something having to do with friends and colleagues, though. So perhaps not spending enough time together. Perhaps also like feeling like they want to be more than friends or being friends. And I am noticing the past and the future, especially the past, is very visible to me. So maybe leaving certain things in the past. Okay, what is the message for this connection? Okay, words of affirmation. What do you need to hear right now? And no more lies. Okay, so definitely a communication needs to be had. Words of affirmation is important. Somebody feels like someone is lying. Okay, we are learning from each other. So let's get one more. Okay, I'm working on my ego. And I was looking directly at the receiving gifts card. I'm working on my ego. So perhaps receiving gifts because they are kind of more focused on like the superficial. Okay, and baggage. What baggage are you carrying for physical touch? So again, sometimes what we think, is our love language is kind of just like what we're familiar with, and where we are not letting go of something and becoming a little more vulnerable. There's some type of baggage here having to do with friends and colleagues. There's a question of being present in the here and now, not lying anymore. So perhaps telling the truth to friends and colleagues, and or not talking about someone behind their back. Words of affirmation are important, and that means telling them about your partner, telling them that you, that you like appreciate this person in your life, and yeah, we're learning from each other. So it's kind of like almost like a give and take, almost like a, well, you know, what you do, I'll do. And so exchanging gifts. So receiving gifts, maybe they're doing the same thing as you, even though it's not really truthful. It's not really how they are feeling loved. And so because of that, there's like a miscommunication in the love languages. All right, so that is what I have for Aries and Libra connection. Thank you for watching. Okay, Aries and Scorpio. Card number 8 on the Scorpio is strength. What goes around comes around, energy and eternity. Okay, I have words of affirmation. Okay. And the same thing. I'm closing my eyes because these are hard to shuffle since they're kind of thinner than a regular card deck. So receiving gifts and receiving gifts. The same thing that happened for Libra. So you may have Scorpio and Libra energy. You may want to watch the Libra reading. Words of affirmation and receiving gifts. Okay, so let's see what is the energy. Okay, peace and back and forth. So with receiving gifts, it's kind of like I get an exchanging energy, and this is going back and forth between something, perhaps being at peace with a situation or not being at peace with the situation, kind of maybe being at peace with it sometimes, and then kind of going back and forth. This card does say investigate, so kind of maybe going beneath the surface. Okay, what is the information that we need to know about this connection? Oh my goodness, you guys. Peace. Again, peace. This is card number 23. That's number 2. And this is number 22. And it says blessed. So you may be seeing 2s and 3s, especially 22 and 23 right side by side. And peace and peace. So wanting to keep the peace, wanting to have peace of mind, feeling blessed about a situation, or feeling blessed, kind of wanting to bless someone with maybe peace or with abundance, with gifts. Okay, what is the message for this connection? Maybe just trying to keep the peace and not really wanting to, you know, like speak the truth, and not really having, there might be back and forth too between like locations. Maybe this is a long distance relationship. Perhaps this is like some type of peace offering. Offering like a branch, an olive branch, receiving gifts, and maybe some type of apology with the words of affirmation. Okay, we communicate in 5D, so there's some type of like telepathic communication. But that also means that, you know, we're trying to like read each other's minds. There's not a lot of actual words being said, and that might not be enough for the Aries. Okay, better together. Perhaps there's been some type of back and forth, maybe ending and, you know, cycling back. Okay, do we want the same thing? Well, there's peace on this side and there's peace on that side. They want to make peace. Maybe they want to heal a situation. But there's a back and forth energy here as well. Okay, words of affirmation. So perhaps it's important and it would be a good idea to have words of affirmation, to have like a talk about the different love languages and how you feel. Perhaps the way that you say things, so speaking in a kind and peaceful manner, and you know, not going back and forth like in a way, like really learning how to make a request, not a demand, and using kind words and like appreciation instead of like harping or kind of nagging about how to get someone to do something around the house or meditate on a situation. Okay, so the reading got cut off there for a moment. I'm not sure how much is not recorded, but we had these three come out at the same time. So I have wounds I'm trying to heal. This connection scares me, and I'm grateful for our memories. And that has to do with the gifts. So feeling like you are a gift, grateful for the memories. So perhaps they've had, you know, they used to receive gifts in the past, or, you know, something like that. This connection scares them. This person being ready, and that person is scared because they have been hurt in the past. There's a back and forth energy. So just try to be cautious of like each other's love languages and also of their wounds that they're trying to heal. All right, so that is what I have for Aries dealing with a Scorpio. Thank you for watching. Okay, Aries dealing with a Sagittarius. Quality time for the Aries. And words of affirmation for the Sagittarius. What do we need to know for this situation? Okay, creative endeavor, 8 events. So Aries looks like wants to kind of hang out and do fun things, spend quality time together, wants to kind of get out and feel like they're dating again. Perhaps if, you know, you're in kind of like a long-term kind of settled situation, maybe things are not how they used to be. Okay, what about Sagittarius side? What do we need to know? Okay, blessed. Card number 22. Let's get one more. So they may be like praying, meditating. Words of affirmation are important to the Sagittarius. Mending. Okay, so they might be trying to heal something. And so they are blessed, maybe for they're feeling blessed, perhaps for like another chance. Perhaps they're healing themselves. Perhaps they are listening to words of affirmation and trying to like mend or heal like a wound within. What is the message? Okay, forgive me. And I talked to my friends about you. So friends might be kind of in the middle of this situation. Forgive me for not spending enough time on the relationship. The words of affirmation. So the Sagittarius might be talking, perhaps talking. Let's see. It does say blessed and mending. So maybe they used to talk badly about the situation. Okay, this is our time. So there's perhaps they're not knowing how to kind of get this across to you because quality time and words of affirmation are two different love languages. Somebody needs to be forgiven, and the friends kind of need to be like out of the situation. There's maybe gossip going on or too much time spent with friends and not on the relationship. Okay, no more lies. And what do you need to hear right now? All right, so words of affirmation are important to the Sag. Quality time for the Aries. Spend time together and know that when you are doing what you want to do, like try to focus on what it is that they would like to do as well, and don't do it at the same time. So like if they if you compliment them, if they compliment you, don't compliment them at the same time. You know, compliment them at a different time so that it's really like their moment, their own moment. And then try and see what you can do about learning each other's love languages so that you can spend some quality time together and do some creative things so you can mend the relationship. And something here about the friends. This could be a friend relationship. So maybe just, apologies and like learning that this person was maybe feeling left out. All right, so that is what I have for Aries dealing with a Sagittarius. Aries with a Capricorn. Tens are cycles, completions, or graduations. Okay, for the Aries, words of affirmation. So the Aries wants to hear that they are appreciated for what they do. They want to hear compliments. There's different ways that the words of affirmation can be spoken, so you can look up different resources on that. Okay, for the Capricorn. Okay, acts of service and physical touch. Okay, so doing things for the Capricorn, helping out, pitching in, and small gestures, you know, touching their shoulder, giving them hugs. Physical touch is important as well. What do we need to know? Okay, great achievement. So perhaps something that maybe the Aries has achieved, or perhaps the Capricorn, because Capricorn is also achieve. 1 is the number of the self. So someone has had some type of great achievement, or they want to celebrate something. But words of affirmation or being honored for this achievement is important. Okay, mending. So mending a wound, mending a hurt, mending something, healing something. And chaos and conflict. Perhaps there was some type of argument or something where, again, acts of service, physical touch, and words of affirmation are very different. And so learning how each other feels is important. Learning how each other feels love. Okay, what is the message for this connection? Okay, I'm working on my ego. So maybe the Aries has put a lot of work into kind of being better, and they're feeling it's a great achievement, but at the same time, maybe they're not receiving enough in the way of like appreciation or compliments. Okay, you're building a wall, perhaps over, it says you make me happy. You're building a wall and you make me happy. Okay, love me in my love language. Yeah, so it's important to learn how the other person feels, because there's some type of wall in this communication. Okay, and I don't know what to do because they have been happy with you and they want to return to that feeling. But they're feeling like there's a wall being put up and they're conflicted. Okay, I want to move in with you, but there's some type of blockage. I don't want you to be with anyone else. Okay, so it says, what are we waiting for? So definitely communication needs to be had. remember to try and learn the other partner or the other party's love languages is important. And it literally says it right here, love me in my love language. All right, so that is what I have for Aries and Capricorn. I thank you for watching. I hope that it's been helpful. With the I'm working on my ego, it could have been working on actual ego. It could also be, because it just says the word working, it could have been somebody's working too much and really trying to kind of focus on their achievements, and that's leaving the other person kind of out. Okay, if you're an Aries and you are dealing with an Aquarius, Aries. Okay, you have words of affirmation. And the Aquarius. It's quality time and receiving gifts. Okay, what do we need to know for this connection? Okay, 3, spirit, intuition, and manifestation. Okay, family, friends, and guides. Spirit. You may feel like this is a very spiritually connected partnership or relationship with spirit and spirit on the top of this. Okay, family, friends might be coming in between you. Intuition. You may be using your intuition and kind of knowing maybe things are off. Okay, what is this for Aquarius? Or you both may be kind of like wanting to work somehow connected, having to do with intuition and manifesting something, having to do with family and friends. Maybe you're both doing work like in the spiritual, like community healing or way showers or guides. Okay, a change in the wind, number 12. Now, words of affirmation, quality time, and receiving gifts, they are very different. Okay, message in a bottle. So you may be receiving some type of message that is a change. You may know that this is kind of on its way. Or you may sense that there's a change in the way that you are feeling because the messages that you've been receiving, or maybe there's... Okay, what is this? The message for this connection. You're building a wall, and I'm working on my ego. So perhaps there's been some type of okay, this is way too many. But okay, I don't want you to be with anyone else. Okay, the cards. Okay, let's see. For this reading, I had to get the cards kind of back in order after so many of them kind of flew out. Okay, better together. And I'm ready. So you may be receiving some type of message that there's a change with regards to your person. Somebody's ready and they're sensing that things are better together, working on their ego, but someone is building a wall, so maybe not trusting. Okay, I want you to surprise me. You're my secret, and I want to surprise you. Wow. I want you to surprise me. You're my secret, and I want to surprise you. Surprise, secret, and surprise. And we'll put that in your message in a bottle. So yeah, so there's some type of change in the wind. There's a message in a bottle, some kind of surprise. Maybe they're ready to kind of make some kind of change with you, or a change to the situation. Maybe they don't want to be secretive anymore. Again, when the love languages are so different, try and look at them from a different point of view. So look at them from the point of view and the perspective of your person, so that you can better show them love in the way that they need to be loved. And don't just take a, oracle reading into consideration, but really have the, potentially have it be the catalyst to kind of open up the lines of communication. So really find out what their one of the 5 love languages is, or if it's a combination of more than one, to better the relationship. All right, so that is what I have for Aries and Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Okay, Aries and Pisces. Okay, Aries. The love language is words of affirmation. For Pisces, it's acts of service. What do we need to know in this connection? So words of affirmation is compliments. It is words are very important. Words can be used to heal or harm. So use kind words. Requests, not demands. And acts of service are doing things for the person to show them that's how they feel loved. If you are, doing things for them, helping them with chores, pitching in. Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, 2, Spirit, your higher self. Perhaps this has to do with working on your heart chakra and words of affirmation for self-love, feeling good about yourself heals you, which kind of, reverberates back into the relationship and helps you also share that love, and it kind of helps, especially when you are mirroring each other. Okay, what do we need to know for this connection? Okay, no place like home. So helping around the house, maybe moving in together, maybe changing something about this. This is 50. 5 is a number of change or competition or challenge, and 0 is a clean slate. So there's no place like home. And acts of service, maybe they want you to be in the home. Perhaps, to be the bigger person and to okay, what is the message for this connection? I don't know what to do. Okay, so go within, whether it be through meditation or prayer, really try and seek guidance within with the higher self card there. The Pisces energy also has the number 12 on it, which is the 12th house associated with Pisces as well. 12th house can be the undoing. It can be a feeling, a house that kind of has an overwhelming vibe where you just surrender to spirit. I want to marry you. Have you changed your mind? I feel insecure about you or around you. Okay, so this may have to do with home and marriage. Feeling secure, no place like home, so feeling maybe insecure because home is, like a secure, stable, secure place. Can we get one more? Okay, we need to talk. And I was just going to say that. So have you changed your mind? We need to talk. Words of affirmation are important. Acts of service, maybe they were done in the past and now something has changed. And I'm sorry. Maybe, Oh, I have a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Okay, I'm sorry. So maybe there's some type of apology needed. Somebody changed their mind about something. Maybe they were wanting to get married, but now they change their mind, or they're not sure. I just want to hold you. This could be actually like, I want to hold you like physically. I just want to hold you. I'm not really sure what I want to do in the future, but I just want to hold you right now. I also just want to hold you, as far as like, perhaps it's like hold you, sadly, it could be hold you back, hold you. Okay, I'm working on my ego and more effort is needed. Yeah, so that is what I have for Aries and Pisces. I thank you for watching. I hope that it's been helpful. Try and get on not necessarily the same page, but to really understand your person, to understand what their love languages are, and so that they can understand yours better too, to improve the relationship so that everybody can feel loved. All right, so that is what I have for Aries in relationships with the 5 love languages. I hope that it's been helpful. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. If you would like to donate for my free content, you can support at Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. The links are in the comments as well as underneath the video in the description box. You can gift a oracle deck or a tarot deck to the channel as well through Amazon. My wish list link will be in the comments and in the description box. And you can follow me at Love Shaped Intuition on Instagram. I'd love to see you there as well. All right, you guys, take care, and I will see you again soon.